Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to pupils, parents, and brothers and sisters who are taking benefit from these videos on behalf of Ihyaaus Sunnah Bolton and Kashiful Uloom Al-Huda Preston. We are going to continue now and exercise the identity map which we were introduced to, and what we did learn that letters, they have a standalone position where they are written when a word is taking up a position on its own in a word. And then you will have a word with letters joined. There'll be a sequence of joined letters in a word. So a word can be combined and can contain individual letters as well as joined letters. And when these letters are joined, they went through a whole identity map from alif to ya. The alif has a standalone position, but it doesn't have a beginning and a middle, joined position and a shape and a form, but it has a shape and a form when it comes at the end. And what we learn is the 6 naughty letters, alif, dal, ra, za, waw. We cannot join letters after them. Letters do not join with the letter after them. And then we went through the beginning, middle, end. When the letters come in a sequence as joined letters and the letter is at the beginning, the very first column is demonstrating this is what the letter will look like. So inshallah, moving on to the page after. So we are going to now try and identify these letters which are in the joined form. So what's this very first letter? Before I say it, I will move my cursor. This is just a mark written by somebody's written a mark. They must be the kitab used by the teacher. So this letter here, and I'll cover it like that. So this first letter is, I will ask, and you will say the answer, especially the young children who are following this. You shout out the answer. So what's this letter, children? Come on. Fa. What letter is it? Fa. Because it's got one dot on top. Can you see the other half of the fa is missing? Because this is the position of fa when it is coming at the beginning. Okay, it's going to be at the beginning and joined at the beginning. Okay, what letter is this? What letter is this? Dal. Say after me. Dal. Now this is how dal will look like when it's coming joined with another letter. The letter is going to join over here where my arrow is. The letter can't join after dal because we have just been told dal is a naughty letter. And you cannot join a letter after dal, but you can join a letter before dal to dal. Dal will not join into a letter after it, but you can have a joined letter before it. So this is how this, and then dal will be the last joined letter. Then if you want to write another letter after it, you can, but it will have to stand on its own. What letter is this? Now look at the letter. Remember, it's got the shape of the alif, but which way is this letter going? It's going this way. It's not going this way, where my cursor is. So this is a letter. Lam. What letter is it? Lam. Is it beginning, middle, or end? It's the beginning. So all these examples over here, these are the examples of the letters joined either at the beginning, middle, or end. So this example here, the letter is being joined at the beginning. Letter lam, when it's coming in a sequence of joined letters, and it's the very first joined letter. Now what letter is this? So let's just practice the letters. Fa, dal, and then lam. Right, let's do the next 3. Cover this line. What letter is this? Look where the dot is. What letter is it? It's a noon. Noon. When will noon take up this position, and when will you write noon in this manner, and where will you see such a noon? The question is, parents, that your child has to recognize this letter, and they must understand that I will see this noon in a word, and this noon here will take up which position? It'll take up the middle position of joined letters. So there will be a letter joined before it, there will be a letter joined after it, and this is how the noon will be written when it is in between joined letters. There is a join at the beginning and a letter at the end. So this is noon. What is it, children? Noon. Brilliant. What letter is this? Jim. What letter is it? Jim. Beginning, middle, or end? Shout the answer. Beginning, joined at the beginning. And then this letter? Wo. Say the sound correctly. Wo. Now you can see the clue is here. This line over here is telling you that where is this letter going? Where will you find such a law? At the beginning, middle, or end? End. Well done. What about this letter? Ha. Ha. Beginning, middle, or end? Middle. Joined in the middle. Then the next one. Seen. What is it? Seen. Come on, say the answer. Joined at the beginning, middle, or end? End. And then this letter, 2 dots. Ta. Join at the beginning, middle, or end. Can you see this here? So it's going to be at the end. Well done. And then this one, 2 dots underneath. Ya. Join at the beginning, middle, or end. At the end. Okay. This letter here, try to understand the shape. Which letter is it? Oin. Which letter is it? Oin. Is it going to be this shape? Will you find it joined at the beginning, middle, or end of joined letters? Beginning. Well done. And this one? Fa. Says fa again. So you did fa here, but this is when it was when it comes at the beginning of joined letters, and this fa is, this is the full fa is written, and there's the joining stroke over here, so it's the end. Well done. And what about this letter? What's it called? Sod. What's it called? Sod. Question is, will you find the sod at the beginning, middle, or end of joined letters? Shout the answer. Beginning. Well done. Sod. Say the letter sod. And then this one, what letter is it? Kaf. Beginning, middle, or end? Concentrate. Look at this. I'm giving you a clue. You can see this here and this here. So this is telling you that it's going to come in the middle of a sequence of joined letters. Now, what letter is this? We've been introduced to this letter in our identity map. Look, this is the clue here. I'm going to put my cursor here. Look. Let me go into it. What letter is this? This is a small Hamza. So this is a Hamza. Beginning, middle, or end, children and viewers, listeners, where will you find such a shape in a sequence of joined letters? Is it going to be at the beginning, middle, or end? Beginning. And then this one, which letter is it? Meme. And you will find this meme joined in a sequence of joined letters. You will find it at the beginning. This one here, O. Say the letter O, full mouth. O. Will you find this O in the beginning, middle, or end of sequence of joined letters? Where will you find it? So you have a few joined letters and you have O in the midst of it. Where will you find it? In the beginning join, in the middle join, or at the end? It's going to be the end, because the answer, this is telling you that there's a letter being joined to it, but there is no letter after it. Same with here. You have to try and check, is there a letter joining before, after, and then you will find that they will leave a bit of like a line to indicate that there is something joining on to it. And over here, there is no line here, so that it's not joining after. Now look at this letter. What letter is this? Rain. If a child does not know the answer, don't give your child the answer away. Take them back to the identity map page and ask them to work it out. Look for the answer. By doing so, Inshallah, this will help them. So this letter is Ain. Can we join a letter before it and after it? Yes, we can. So therefore, this makes this letter Ain coming in the middle. So we will find such an Ain in the middle. Moving on to the last line. What letter is this? As you can see, this line here is telling you that something is going to join onto it. Nothing is going to join onto this letter after this letter, because this letter is part of the naughty letter group. Alif, Dal, Ra, Za. Actually, remember we did this over here. Alif, Dal, Zal, Ra, Za and Waw, they're all naughty letters. We cannot join letters onto it after. So you can have a letter joining before it but not after it. So what does that mean? That you will see this letter beginning, middle or end of joined letters at the end of joined letters. Not necessarily the end of the word. Listen to what I'm trying to say, parents. If the children don't understand, it's fine, but as parents, if you're watching this video with your child, remember you will find this particular letter joined at the end of a sequence of joined letters, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the last letter of the word. And inshallah, this will be demonstrated and understood with full word diagrams. What is this letter? So this letter is Ra. What is it? Ra, and it's the joined form of Ra, and it's when it takes up the last position. It comes at the end of joined letters. This one, Ha, beginning, middle or end, concentrate. It's the end of joined letters. This letter over here, come on, concentrate. Look where this is. The first letter was going this letter over here was going the other way. This letter, starting from the top, this way, and then it went that way. And this over here is going the other way. So what does it make this letter? There is a letter joining onto it. There is nothing joining after it. So when there is something not being able to join after it, it's a naughty letter. And which one of the naughty letters look like this? Alif. Well done. What is it? Alif, which is joined at the end. Well done. And what's this letter here? Tha, joined at the beginning, middle or end. Beginning. This letter here. Ha. And then this letter here. Sin. This is also at the beginning join. This is going to be joining can have a letter here and here, so this makes it the middle letter. This letter over here, Qaf, join at the beginning, and this letter here, Dad, full mouth, Dad, join at the end. It's going to be the end letter, and there's going to be letters joined before it. And this letter here, Ain, what is the letter called? Ain, and is it coming joined in the beginning, middle or end? You can see the clue is here, it's at the end, inshallah. So let's practice the sounds. Fa, Dal, Lam, Noon, Jim, Wa, Ha, Sin, Ta, Ya, Ain, Fa, Sad, Kaf, Hamza, Mim, Ta, Ain, Ra, Ha, Alif, Tha, Ha, Sin, Qaf, Dad, Ain. So inshallah go through these sounds, but most importantly the purpose of the exercise is recognizing the letter and also understanding whether it is taking up the beginning, middle or end of a sequence of joined letters. So you have a sequence of joined letters, whether it's 3, 4, 5, however many letters you may see in the word, but the child needs to understand that this is letter fa when it is coming in its joined form at the beginning, dal at the end, lam at the beginning, noon in the middle, jim at the beginning, dha at the end, etc., etc. So inshallah we will see you all tomorrow. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.